It's the first day of school and good morning, y'all. Today is the first day of school and I'm on edge today. That is gonna be the word of the day. Edge. On edge. Anxiety. But we are trailing Jamila to go get some gas really quick.
Have a good day, honey. Have a good first day, honey.
Thank you, honey. Mr. Smith is back in action. Today's date is August 12th, 2019, the first day of school, and I'm ready to hit this ground running. As a 5th year teacher, I am ecstatic. I am super excited to begin my 5th year teaching. I remember when I was in Georgia State's master's program where I met Jamila, now with Mary, shout out to us. I remember being terrified in the thought and the idea of teaching. I was like, do I know the information? Am I gonna be able to teach this information? Are my students going to like me? And even in my 5th year of teaching, I still have those same fears. So all of those first day jitters that the students get, teachers get as well. Lord, y'all, why did Jamila leave her supplies in the car? First day of school as a teacher ever. My first year of teaching, I was terrified. I was literally shaking in the car. I was like, can I do this? I was like, these kids gonna take over my classroom. Cause I remember being a high school student and how tough I was on my teachers. I was like, is God gonna punish me with how bad I was? But luckily, God, thank you so much, you didn't show out. Key to survival, make sure you have food at your school that you can snack on throughout the day. Some gum when your breath starts stinking, because you are gonna talk a lot, and once that breath gets dry, you know what happens. So because I want my breath to get dry, I have 2 waters. I have a fruit. Very important, please make sure that you eat your fruit. Actually, I have 3 waters. That's why my book bag felt like it was like 100 pounds today. But make sure that you have fruit, because that is going to be real beneficial for your energy. You want to be as healthy as possible. So as you can see, my breakfast are these 3 items right here. I'm trying to stay light. I don't want to get sluggish, and that's about it. Every year at the end of the school year, they award EOC teachers and of course test teachers who excel on the test. And I always receive something. For the past 2 years, I received over a 90% pass rate. But this year, I received a championship ring. Voila! It's too small, so I can't wear it. I can wear it as like it's a pinky ring. But Herb Jones did say that they will be back and they will resize it and I will send it off and get another one. What you planning? You almost finished?
No, I ain't nowhere near finished.
Lord. All right, y'all, so I am super tired. I'm about to fall asleep and I am on my planning block now. Now today, again, planning is normally the days or the periods which you want to go ahead and make sure you have everything printed out for the week and you are prepared for your next day. For Wednesday, we are going to be doing a lab trying to figure out if Oreo is misleading the population. So our double stuffed Oreos actually double stuffed. So things that we need in order to get this lab accomplished is real easy. You just need some Oreos and you need an electronic scale and some regular Oreos. Now I keep all of my electronic scales down here. I have 4 of them. They're really up to date, easy. The kids really don't have to move the scales left or right to try to measure it out. So far, I have 1 more class, and then this part right here will be finished. And then again, this is my schedule for the rest of the month. So let's go over some day 1 supplies that you definitely want to have in your classroom. Step 1. Every teacher needs a candy bag. Make sure that you have a set of paper plates, paper cups, as well as some napkins in order so when it is time to eat, You have all the necessary supplies. Shout out to my wife. My wife bought me this mini waffle maker. So in the event that I am not able to make breakfast at the house, guess what I'm gonna do? Come here and make a waffle. Make sure that you have all the expo markers money can buy. Can one be a teacher without an expo marker? So I have in here, I have a whole bunch of random markers. Sharpies are another big item on the list that you want as a teacher. You definitely want your set of scissors. These are not for students, these are my scissors. And then I have a whole bunch of sticky notes. Make sure you all have sticky notes. It's good to keep notes. I have more Sharpies down here hidden. If Jamila would have saw that, she would have taken those. Definitely need glue. These are my extra glue sticks. I have glue sticks in the back. You also want to make sure that you have a first aid kit because kids bleed all the time for some reason. I don't really give them medication because you don't know what the kids are allergic to. So stay away from these, but definitely make sure that you have Band-Aids in your room in the event that you need to apply some minor first aid. Make sure you have paper for your printer. If you don't have paper, that is going to make your life so hard and miserable having to go all the way around the world to try to print stuff. Have your own printer, have your own paper. For all my teachers watching this, we know kids are dirty. Every time I have free time where students aren't in my class, first thing I do is wash my hands. So make sure that you have soap and paper towel. And since we're talking about cleanliness, make sure you have you an air wick or two in your classroom because we know kids are dirty and they stink. So make sure you have an air wick to freshen up your room. I have two of these. I have one right here and I have another one in the back in another centralized area. But let's go back there. Here's my second air wick. Make sure you have colored pencils. Make sure you have glue sticks. Make sure you have student scissors. Make sure you have colored pencils because if you are an arts and craft type teacher where you like the students to draw and color a lot of things, definitely want to get one of these. And once again, because we want to practice cleanliness, make sure that you have hand sanitizer locked and loaded, ready to go for your students for day one. While we're over here again, make sure that you get a pencil sharpener. Kids these days do not know how to use this sharpener. And I will also advise for teachers to get an organizer for their bins where the students are going to turn in their work. It makes life really easy. And then the only thing I have to do from here is take out this work, grade it, and everything is organized. The biggest thing as a teacher is you want to make sure that your life is organized as best as possible. This middle pouch right here is pretty much my survival section for my book bag. So in here, this is what I have. In case I have an HDMI cord that goes bad for my board, I have another one right here. In the event that I need to put on some headphones or I need to get some work done, I have headphones. Of course, I have gum. In case my lips get chapped, which they do quite often, chapstick. Make sure that you have deodorant ready in your book bag. Spare fork that I'm just gonna add to my fork collection over here. And really quick, while I have some time to say this, because I am taking a quick little break from teaching and recording, don't ever be afraid to take a break. It could be so many things that happen in a school day that can drive you crazy. You, as a teacher, you are a human first, and you want to make sure that you, as a person, take a mental break. So for right now, guess what? I'm about to watch First Take on ESPN on YouTube, and then after about 10 or 15 minutes, I would get up and resume back working. Look at this desk. It goes down on the first day of school. Nah, I'm joking. That desk has been broken. Been broken since last year, but we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here, y'all. Peace.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
Hey, honey.
Gotta make it quick.
Right.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Oh, honey, hang up the phone. I like, what's that in my pocket? So Jamila is doing a good job of prepping for the next day of school.
Yeah, I need stuff for class tomorrow and for the classroom in general, like
Yeah.
Lysol wipes.
So what's on your list today, honey?
Lysol wipes, poster paper, tape, dominoes. I'm gonna use dominoes for an opening activity.
Okay, so it's like you're pretty much getting out early before you go home and get all tired and sleepy, and then you never make it because
we never make it
because you pretty much hibernate for the rest of the night. So, in other words, again, do your work in the front end, so the tail end, never try to depend on getting stuff done the following morning or the night. Sometimes.
Teaching is so expensive. This is $10, but this is perfect.
Yeah. And what are you gonna do with that?
They're gonna make models of the atom. I'm gonna give them an element, and they gotta make a model out of what I give them.
Solid.
A pink one. Should I get a pink one or a blue one or a red one?
I like the pink.
It's an ugly pink.
Jamela, no, it's not. We are getting out of here. Time to say bye. Bye. All right, y'all. Till next time. Peace.